So as we all know that on Thursdays, Bungie does put out their weekly TWABs, and this weekly TWAB was actually pretty insane. It's a pretty big ass TWAB, right? It's basically one giant Q&A article where there's just a bunch of questions that they go over and talk about that they've been asked. Yeah, and there's definitely quite the amount of stuff to go over and talk about. However, the main point that I want to highlight in this video is going to be under the general questions tab. That is literally one of the first couple of things that is touched upon, right? And the first part, they're literally just talking about the full auto trigger system mod, which is we're not here to talk about that. However, right here they mention Divinity. I'm going to read this word for word. Note that encounters are built around players having access to being able to weaken, as many folks have theorized. We don't believe that Divinity in its current form is actually a balanced problem, i.e. it's not necessarily too strong in isolation. That said, Divinity is incredibly dominant in in-game PvE because it trivializes aiming precision weapons and has an extremely high uptime for weaken. The most important issue is that Divinity granting 30% weaken sucks the air out of the room for all other weaken sources, such as tether and tractor cannon, and we don't want to power creep past Divinity to make them interesting. With this in mind, we've been looking at Divinity for a while now and have tested a variety of changes in Season 19 over the last few months, landing on reducing Divinity's weaken from 30% to 15%, or basically the same as throwing a weakening void grenade, right? I know this part of the article is definitely going to be very, very controversial to say the least, especially after we had the whole situation not even that long ago, all revolving around this exotic trace rifle, right? I don't think we'll see any major effects of this nerf until we actually have the next day one raid race, right? For the Lightfall raid coming in March of 2023. Of course, we have no idea what that raid will even look like or how even the encounters will play out. Maybe tractor cannon will be a meta choice again. We'll see. But regardless, I think that that's when this nerf going into effect will be felt at its worst. Either way, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this down below in the comments, and subscribe for more content.